This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence.
They've had their say. Seems like they've had that kind of say around here for too long. I had to stand up for myself alone. I went in there to remind them that somewhere in this world there's still a little law and order left. To let them know in the only kind of terms that their kind understand is that they can't bribe or threaten their way out of what they did. Let them do this to me and get away with it, and you give them the eternal right to do the same damn thing to any one of you.
Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt, where we report the facts and we are not for sale. If you have a news story or something that's on your mind, please feel free to give us a call at 228-337-2099. Be glad to have you on. Thank you for listening, and we do appreciate all that you do to support us and keep free and independent journalism doing what we do best. 2 in 1 night. Oh, shit. Got to respond to one more comment here. Voices on the Wind Adventures commented on my what was a Dixie Mafia video. Definitely can tell your training was a DOC standard training. As you categorize the Italian Mafia as Cosa Nostra, yet you did not get into the true details. The Cosa Nostra is only one group of many Italian organized criminal groups. I'm going to butcher this word. The Nadragnia, the Camorra, and the Sacra Corona Unita would also definitely be classified as Italian mafia organizations. They all have a presence of varying levels inside the United States. All of them are dangerous if needed, though in today's day and age, they all learned from the Cosa Nostra prosecutions in the past decades that it is much more productive for the organization if you maintain a much lower public profile. Operating in the shadows has become the rule for almost all organizations except a few, like the various Mexican drug cartels, which are operating on a different level, as they are trying to literally take over the Mexican government. Anyways, decent video, but could use more detailed analysis for some groups. FYI, Sammy the Bull, yeah, his former organization definitely would like to permanently shut his mouth, though it is more important that for the organization and better for business that the organization remain under the radar, and the ramifications of killing Sammy the Bull are deemed currently just not worth it. Your modern organizations are operating smarter, not harder. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and lay it on the line, dude. I invite you 100% to come on this show with me, this podcast with me. And I would love to pick your brain because I don't turn down an opportunity to catch an education. And dude, you obviously have knowledge that I don't have. And I'm not saying that I am 100% an expert. I use the Cosa Nostra because when I personally think of mafia, mob, whatever, the Dixie Mafia doesn't come close to what I'm thinking of. I think of, as I stated before, the John Gotti way of doing shit. So, I agree with you that with Sammy the Bull, they probably do want him. I am 100% positive they want him to shut the fuck up. I believe it. I have zero doubt that they really want him to shut up. But I'm not really 100% familiar with all organized crime. And organized crime is simple. It's organized to benefit a certain realm of people, in my opinion. It's not organized as in, hey, me, you, Leroy, and Bubba's cousin are gonna organize together to go rob Hancock Bank tomorrow morning, okay? That's not organized crime. Because there's no real organizational benefit to the crime. The Dixie Mafia, they just committed crime. They weren't a mafia. There was no code. With organized crime, there's a code. It's business or it's nothing. It's not personal. Now, do things with the Italian mafia, do they turn personal? I'm sure they do. That's human nature. But as a whole, as you stated, sir, they got to look at what's best for the business of the organization. I'm not saying the Italian mafia went away. Any of it. Any of the groups you mentioned or the one I mentioned. I'm relatively certain that they're operating exactly where they're being smart. They're under the radar. They're still there. They still exist. But they're not in your face like John Gotti was in your face. I mean, he was on fucking news. He was on Time magazine, I believe. Everybody knew his name. I couldn't tell you who's over the Gambino family now. I'd have to look it up, and I'm not going to. That's my ignorance. But I would really love, sir, my phone number's in the intro. I'll give it to you now. 228-337-2099. Text me first so I know who you are. If you're interested in coming on here and doing this, man, I'd love to pick your brain. Just, if anything else, just for my personal knowledge. If you want to come on here and we can set up some kind of Zoom recording or however that's done, we can figure that out. I would love to have you, man. You are certainly more than welcome because you obviously know more than me. And I would like that knowledge. Number one, it would help me understand better what I do not know. And number two, it would also possibly lead to better content. So please, give me a call, man. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. I really do. Because I was personally unaware. I mean, I figured there probably was, but I thought they were all kind of under that La Costa Nostra thing. Thank you for letting me know. I really want to pick your brain. Give me a call, drop me a line, whatever. Y'all have a good day. Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt.